So I got the live running on my phone, right? But when I go to YouTube on the TV, it's not going live on TV. What I need to do?
If you're not able to see that you're live,
Yeah, not on the TV downstairs.
are you on your YouTube page? Yes.
Yeah, I put the TV on, went to YouTube, went to Prayers and Blessings. It's just showing all my episodes. It's not showing me live though.
I'm Stacy, your roommate. Must be Abby. Shake your hand, but we're not allowed to touch. General contact code 3, Uncle 2. It's a really big no-no here. Wait, is this your first institution?
Huh?
I didn't see
You've
it
been in
then
a
showing
psych
up
ward,
as live.
wellness school, rehab, juvie. Well, I'm an old battle axe. Been in and out of foster homes and institutions my whole life. But this is my first time at Tall Pines.
You should just see the painting downstairs right now because the phone is on live. You don't see nothing? But why you don't see the? Okay, but why? So what I need to do to the TV? I'm saying what I need to do to the TV. Mm-hmm. You. Y'all hear me? My bad. If you can hear me, put a thumbs up. I was trying to get the mic working. Can y'all hear me? Dom, what's up? Mom, what's up? Can y'all hear me? I don't know if the mic picking up though. Is the mic picking up? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right, bet. You can hear me. You can hear me. Cool. So today, man, I want to talk about peace and parenting. It's such a wide range. I want to learn how to add people in so we can discuss, so we can talk and get a wide range of different perspectives on this. I'm still learning how to do all that. But at the end and the beginning of the day, it's all about peace. You can hear me? Okay. Hey, what's going on, Andrea? So what I'm saying about peace, right? How peace and parenting work together. Oh, first of all, let me give y'all the good news. Let me give y'all some real good news. Today, I got the word that I'm going to be on Atlanta Live October 13th. See how prayers and blessings work? Prayers go up, blessings come down. You know what I mean? This thing is prayers and blessings is very serious. I prayed for it, because I need to get my voice out there to other people to hear what's going on and, hear my testimony. And God is blessing me, open these doors up, and I'm going to continue to walk through them. If anybody on here want to come into the live in the midst of the conversation, I guess you could request or whatever. And if you know how to do it, I'll invite you in. because the conversation is well needed. But the conversation today is about, like I said, peace. Protecting your peace, understanding where your peace lie, and how to maintain a peaceful lifestyle and um, a peaceful place of being in your heart. And I think that goes along with peace and parenting. Like I said, peace and parenting, because a lot of times as a parent, we allow the way that our children react to our parenting to disturb our peace. We be so hard on ourselves as parents, as adults, because we're too busy trying to appease the child or please them in a certain aspect that we feel like, you know, that they need, or we too busy trying to give them the things they need. I mean, giving them things they want and not giving them what they need. And we allow that to rattle our peace, let alone friends that you had in your life. You let them rattle your peace because of the things that they add or subtract them from your life. So let's just speak on peace first, and then we'll talk about parenting. The reason why I want to speak on peace, me personally, because I feel like some things been going on in my personal life, and I always like to use a testimony from me, so you can know that it's coming straight from the heart. When I say that certain things I have been allowing things to rattle my peace because it's been taking up space in my brain and my mind, and I haven't been on 100% path as the way I should be going and obtaining the success that I should be. And I know that I'm human and I'm not the only person that's going through these type of things in life. So we're going to walk through this and get through this together. And my peace has got rattled over the friendships and things that I have gained over the years and that I've lost. And that's like when somebody passes away in your life, you lose a part of you. The same way when you build a friendship with somebody over years and they are no longer friends, you lose a part of you. But you have to understand that your peace is more important than anything, because without it, you're no good to anyone else. And the best way to guard your peace and the best way to take your peace and move forward with it is do the best with what you have and not focus on what's gone. Sometimes we focus on too much of what's gone that we lose out on what we have. We let people disturb our peace and rattle our peace. There are a few scriptures in the Bible that speak about peace. There's some scriptures in the Bible that speak about fatherhood. And give me 1 second. I want to go get my glasses, and I want to read to y'all some things that I read about yesterday to speak about peace and to speak about fatherhood. And I feel like this conversation is well needed, because there's so many people out there that can get so far in life if they just get out their own head and stop allowing certain things to rattle their peace. Because when your peace is disrupted, right, you can't think straight. You can't think straight. Your mind is going one way and your body is going somewhere else, because you're not in tune with what it is that you're trying to obtain. You're not in tune with what it is that you're trying to conquer. And the worst thing you can do is let something rattle your peace. Give me 1 second. Let me get this book. Let me get the good book. I ain't had things together because I was running late, man. I was trying to come home and do the daddy thing, get ready, you know what I mean? Shower and all that, get something to eat, you know, this, that, and the third. It's been a long day for the bull. But I'm here as always, every Tuesday, 8:30. You know what I mean? Prayers and blessings, Mr. Prayers and Blessings. I'm gonna give it to you every chance I get. So the first one I want to read from Peace is Galatians, what's that? 14:7. No, 14:7. Give me a second. Yeah, I gotta put my glasses on. You know what I mean? I don't have the best sight. And the way I be coming up with these topics and these topics is because it be a lot of times it be things that I be going through and I get over it. You know what I'm saying? So once I go through something and I get over it and I find a winning tactic, I like to share it to help somebody else get through it. That's part of my mission and my purpose and my goal is to go through these things and then help somebody else get over them. Help somebody else through. What I said, no, we're gonna do you know, my eyes ain't the best. I said parenting, right? Yeah, the boy be in his book. Trust me. No matter what I be listening to and watching on TV, I gotta stay grounded some kind of way, right? What I said, I can't see them Jones. Oh, that's 12. Give me a second, y'all. Bear with me. You know what I mean? All right. Pardon me, I was in the wrong joint. I know Mom Duke's probably looking. You ain't got the best eyes either. Y'all. Hey, Dom, my eyes are super bad, bro. My eyes are super bad. All right. 6. Okay. All right, here we go right here. It says, train up a child in the way that he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. The rich ruler over the poor, and the borrower is servant of the lender, right? Now, I know we all have heard that saying 1,000 times. And a lot of times it don't go according to plan when they say train up a child as he should go, because sometimes they veer off, right? But we have to do the best we can do as parents. A lot of times we beat ourselves way, way up too much when it comes to this parenting. And this right here, what I'm getting ready to say, is directly to the fathers. Rick, what's up, Rick? Because I see a lot of fathers, right? Men, we got to get off the fact that we don't get enough credit. We got to let that go. The moms get all the credit. They don't give enough dads all the credit. Listen, as a man, just do what you have to do and forget the pat on the back. Just be in a life, have presence, show some love and some comfort, some ears for listening, and stop looking for that pat on the back. Because at the end of the day, it's all about training them up to where they as the way they should go. We focus on and want too much of a flag of approval of what you have done. You have to understand that the child has a mind of his own. The mother got a mind of his own. We don't know how much this mother has corrupted this child. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, they gonna see what you do. They gonna feel it. Later on in life, they're gonna get a way bigger and better understanding. I don't understand how so many men get on that bandwagon of she's not appreciative of what I do for the baby. She act like I don't do nothing, this and that. We gotta let that go. That's disturbing your peace. If you doing something straight from the heart and it's coming from the muscle, right? And God has put you in a situation where you can be there for your child. Why do you even care about that pat on the back? Pat yourself on the back when you look in the mirror. Know that when you look in the mirror, you see the star that you are. You see the father figure that you are. You see the strong parent that you are. We got to cut that out because at the end of the day, like I said, You disturbing your own peace. Today's topic is about peace and parenting. You cannot allow someone else to invade your peace and want so much of a thank you. You cannot want so much, not even from the child, because like I said, they know what my uncle say. They know what side of the bread they buttered on. You see what I'm saying? So you can't let someone disturb your peace because of the things that you feel like they're not being appreciative of what you're doing for them. Are you doing it for that? Do you tell them? Do you pick your kids up and take your kids where they need to go and get them haircuts and make sure they got clothes from school and put food on the table and whatever kids save your money up for their bank account to make sure they straight for the mother that you're no longer with to tell you you did a good job or you're doing a good job? Why does it matter? Why do you care about their validation? Only person that you should be worried about to validate what you're doing is the man upstairs, the big homie, is the one who's giving you the strength and the energy, the breath that you breathe every morning to take care of your little ones and be an honest, loyal individual to yourself and to God. You can't be worried about nothing else because you're letting someone else disrupt your peace. You can't have it both ways, bro. I mean, you can, but you at the end of the day, you looking for too much. And that's coming from a man's point of view, but that can also go for the mother too. If she's doing what she got to do, there's no need for you to look for the other parent to pat you on your back and say you're doing a good job. If y'all separated, because at times we let that take over. We let validation take over. Now it's at the point where though you're not even doing things for them out the kindness of your heart. You're doing things because you want to see what they're going to tell you how good of a job you did. You had to relax and pray. I got another one that I want to read, but let this one breathe. Let this one breathe right now, because I see too many men that be on these social medias and they be spazzing out about what they did for the kid, and she acting like I don't do this, and she acting like I don't do that, and this, and that, and the third. Who cares what they act like? Trust me, I've been through this. I know what it feels like, but at the end of the day, you got to do it and keep it pushing. Don't worry about the validation. Stay prayed up. Stay honest to yourself. Stay honest to your children. Make sure that when you talking to them, you give them some moral guidance. That's the most thing that they need. They need something that's going to stick in between them ears right there. Been there, glad all my kids are growing and successful with no pat on my back there. That pat was them being successful with me watching from afar. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Rick. That's what counts. That's what counts. Because I'm okay, let's look at it on the flip side, right? You're being materialistic. You get the kids everything they want. You're doing everything to please the mother, right? To make sure they can do what they want to do. And then the kid grow up and be rambunctious. No manners, no type of morals, no type of guidance, but they had all the best things they had in life. But you ain't tell them nothing. I had to sit down and was talking to one of my kids, right? And she telling me, my daughter, because I said my daughter, she's telling me that I lecture too much when I'm talking to her brother. I lecture too much? I'm your father, I ain't your friend. I'm here to give you some guidance, something that you can understand, something that can help you can use later on in life. That's just me being me. So I'm supposed to dumb down my parenting and stress like this. What are they going through? What can I do better instead of just being me? And get them the information that they need, they can take elsewhere. I just read it. I just read it right here. This ain't my words. That's the big homie words. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. If I don't train him up and give him the information that he need, then he gonna go wherever the wind may blow. This ain't my words. This came from the big homie. This is the big homie words. This ain't something that I'm creating. And we all know that God is not an author of chaos. If it's some chaos involved, then it ain't right. Something ain't being said right. Something ain't been delivered right. So you ain't moving in the right motion. And it's disturbing your peace. We have to understand that our peace is our foundation. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't have a relationship and a bond with your children where you should be able to sit down and laugh and joke and chop it up and also have a good moment with them. But at the same time, if there's some things that's going on in your parenting that's causing you to rattle your peace, you have to take a few steps back and see what's going on. And maybe it's just you and your own brain, and you're doing too much, and you're overthinking your activities as a parent. You're overthinking your actions as a parent. You gotta reel it in. And it's nothing wrong with it because we're not perfect, but we all have to learn. Parenting is a learning process. And then at the same time, a lot of us, we make mistakes and we learn it as we go because our parents was learning as they had us because they was young. You know what I'm saying? But through prayer, I guarantee you the blessing of becoming a great parent was right there at the end of the light, at the end of the tunnel. You gotta it's something you gotta do every day. I thank God every day that, I got another opportunity to be a better parent to my two little ones, because in my mind, in my head, I felt like I made a lot of mistakes with my other children. But at the end and in the beginning of the day, that was God teaching me. That's what trials and tribulations that I had to go through, not for me, but for this conversation that I'm having right now to maybe help somebody else. It ain't never for me. Teach them the ways of righteousness for them and for you, the future of family. I mean, you absolutely right. And a lot of times it's pretty much lead by example. But it takes so much that you have to put into it that they don't even see it till later on. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm gonna use myself for example, right? I used to blame my dad, right? And I used to look at him, and this is something this is what I'm getting ready to give y'all. It's something crazy because I'm going through the same thing with my oldest son right now, right? I used to blame my dad for not giving me the time and the effort, right? But at the end of the day, it was me. Let me tell you why I say that. Because I was in the streets doing all the stuff that I shouldn't have been doing. And when he would come around, I'm ducking and hiding from him, right? Because I got this on me, I got that on me. I'm over here where I shouldn't be. And then I would say we didn't spend the time together, but it was me. When they would say he was right there, I'm running and hiding because I'm doing something illegal that I shouldn't be doing. But then I blame it on him and say that he didn't give me the time and effort. My oldest son right now, I'm trying to break him out of the habit to come be involved with his father. So when you get older, you're gonna say that we never did X, Y, Z, but it wasn't me. It was you hiding from pops. You see how that thing work hand in hand? You see how, you know what I mean? And I be on his heels, but I can't blame him. That's me as a parent that has to step up to the plate to make sure that I show him different. And even when he gets upset that he feel like that I'm putting too much on him, I gotta keep being a man to him and don't be in my brain. But I have to do it to a point where as though it's not disturbing my peace. Because if it disturbs my peace, I will get to the point where as though I will be angered in him. I'll be upset with him. You know what I'm saying? And me being upset with him is going to just make him be it's going to add more troublesome to him. I have to allow him to be the person that he's going to be because he's his own personal individual. But I also have to explain to him and break it down to him as a man to a son, the things that's going on and how they should be better and how he should adapt to certain things because he got to learn certain things from a man. But I can't do it in a rage where as though is disturbing my peace because the delivery will be so off that he won't even get it. And then I can't even go and live my regular day. So that's why so many men, they be so busy trying to do things to appease the other person that they get rattled and their peace get disturbed and the message don't even come across. And the father figure in the leadership role that they should be playing is get thrown out the window because there's no peace inside of them. You know what I'm saying? They leading with rage. They leading with dysfunction. They leading with misunderstanding and leading with lack of guidance. You leading with lack of guidance. So now the guidance is being pushed off to the child in the wrong perspective. They're getting the wrong perception. They thinking that you are mad with them for something that they done when it's just you and your delivery is just off. Your hug and your welcoming, come give me a hug and say I love you. Let me see what's going on with you. How you feeling today? What's been going on in your life? Da-da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? But your delivery be so off that they can't receive it. You have to give it to them in a way that they can receive it so that your peace don't be rattled and you can feel good about the person that you look into the mirror with when you finish the conversation. Parenting ain't easy, but it's doable. Surviving ain't easy, but it's doable. Success ain't easy, but it's doable. Being a loyal husband ain't easy, but it's doable. You know what I'm saying? Being an honest wife ain't easy, but it's doable. You know what I'm saying? Through prayers come blessings. Prayers go up, blessings come down. You just gotta want it. You gotta want the peace. You gotta want the understanding. You gotta want the foundation for your kids to see that. Parenting goes a long way, yo. Do you know the way that you parent your children and the way that you raise your kids up so they can be great helps the person next to you be a great parent? If you got siblings, you help them be great parents, especially those that look up to you. If you leading with your best foot forward and you taking care of your children, they're gonna take care of this because they're gonna see what it takes. You're gonna show them that you don't have to yell and all that and disturb your peace in order to be parents, man. I see so many parents out here that their peace is disturbed, their hair coming all out, they looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because they rattled, man. They rattled, and then they passing it down to their babies, man. Let me read. I got another one for you that I want to read. You have to understand what I'm saying is coming straight from the big homie. This ain't something I made up. Just give me a second because, like I said, I'm just running behind, and I just wanted to speak on this because I feel like it's needed. I feel like it was needed because sometimes, like I said, that parenting and that peace, they go together. And a lot of times we let our peace get disturbed by our friends too, man. We let our friendships come in and rattle our peace as well. Because we be trying to please other people that we think are our friends, not knowing that they users, and they be trying to use you all up, and you be trying to please them. I just had that, y'all. Bear with me. I had it folded up and everything. My son took the bookmark out. Yo, how do you invite somebody in to go live with you so we can have a wide range of conversation so we could talk to each other. Anybody know how to do that? Because I would love to have some dialect from someone else, some dialogue. On that. This why pastors and them be having somebody in the back. They be telling them what they looking for. They just find that joint and bring it to them. Display the man, but explain the love of being a leader with each understanding. Facts. Facts. Rick, one day you're gonna have to come on, man. You or Dom. I don't know how to open it up though. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Now we talking. Okay. This what I was saying, right? About your delivery and how you give it to them and how you don't want to push them away, right? It says, all right, I was gonna start at 4, but I'm gonna start at chapter 1. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor thy father and thy mother, which is the first commandment with promise, that it may be well with thee, and thou may live long on earth. And ye father, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them in the nature of animation of the Lord. Like provoke not. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, you don't want to be all too overzealous or too rambunctious with them with your delivery, because like I said, you don't want to provoke them. Because if you be too aggressive with them, most likely, like I said, you're gonna push them away, and they're not gonna get the Bible. This is what you read. Oh, I'm reading from Ephesians. That was Ephesians chapter 6, verse 4. And the other one I read was Proverbs 22:6. The one about parenting I'm about to read is Isaiah 26:3. Is that right? Thou will keep them in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because they trust in thee. So basically, oh man, see, that's what I'm saying. I shouldn't have touched no buttons. I'm back. I don't see it. Which one with the little person on there? No, not that. Tell him I didn't tap the wrong button, man. Get that out of there. Oh, man. All right, let's go back, cause I was trying to add somebody in so we can have some dialect, but I don't know how to do it just yet. I'm at the do that on another day. But back at what I was saying was, Peace and parenting. I'm talking about peace and parenting. Tap create to edit or select your video with broadcast settings. I don't know how to do that. I tried it. It's not working. It it keep uh it keep clicking me out. I was trying to I was trying to see if I could add somebody into the conversation, but I don't know how to do it. What I'm gonna do is a 49-second shit was I don't know what that is. All right, I'm gonna have to figure it out another time. But and I keep looking. But parenting and peace, you know, that's where we at with this. Please try not to be too much in your head so that you don't rattle your peace, because it's hard for you to try to lead that way. Give the kids love, time, and presence. And the only way that you're going to fail, right, being a parent, and the only way you're going to fail with honing your peace is the minute you stop trying. The minute you stop trying to be, you know, the author of your peace, the minute that you stop trying to lead and put the right information into your children is when you stop trying, when you give up. That's the only way failure is gonna set in. And it's not really a type of satisfaction that you can get out of that. Hit the 3 dots at the top. I think that's the live chat. I don't even see no 3 dots at the top, cousin. I see you want to turn the camera the other way, the microphone, the little magic thing, then the little movie John, then the camera, then the green screen, then it's a little sunshine, a little light. That's all I got. I don't got nothing else. It says lighting off. Then I hit that. That's green screen. How you turn that off? All right. Then you hit that. You hit that. No, ain't none of it. What's this? Chat filter top, message community moderation. No. I don't see. I'll figure it out one day. But y'all got any questions or anything you want to say about today's topic so we can elaborate a little bit more? 1, 2. I know I ain't really been cooking like I should be, but I'm gonna go back to the cooking so we can go back to the. I don't know. Say start a poll or something. I ain't know that. I don't know. I have to figure it out another time, cousin, because I don't know what that is. You're tripping. And I can't get it off my screen, man. Oh, man, this is killer. All right, there we go. All right. I'll figure it out another day. I have one of my young boys show me how to do this job. But is there any questions or anything that y'all want to add to what I was talking about that maybe we can help somebody out with they parenting or just the men that just need some of these men out here they be wilding. They be going off the show your kids other things besides phones and tablets. Nature has us. Yeah, you gotta get them out the house, man. You gotta take them somewhere. I try to, to the park or something. Show them, teach them how to throw a boomerang or something, a frisbee. You can play some basketball. Basketball is it's still out there. Man, I try to play some basketball over there. That's gonna kill me. But at the same time, it's more like you gotta be hands-on. If you're more hands-on, that makes them more comfortable with talking to you and putting you and them in a better space with each other when you're more hands-on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have that y'all have a bonding moment that you don't even realize you're having, but they will. Because they'll be saying things to you and you'll be talking back to them, and then they gravitate more to you because they enjoying the fact that they can talk to the person that they love and look up to. You know what I mean? And you answering the questions that they didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I remember the first time I took my son fishing, he caught a fish before I caught one. I was losing my mind. Like, okay, that's what's up. Ricky is. Yeah. But hey, Rick, let me ask you this. How do you think men, because I can't speak for the women, but how do you think men can keep themselves in a better state of mind of peace so that they can lead, so to make them a better leader? Rest in peace to Alice Leonard. What you think what you think that's so hard for people to gain peace with themselves, man, and be able to stand on a solid foundation? Why do you think it's so easy for people to allow someone else to rattle their mental stability? Is it because they never had it, or they just easily taken by what somebody say? Why is it so easy? Looking to the world for approval rather than getting it from within. Facts. I'm so Poppy Thug. But I agree with what you're saying. They're looking to the world for approval rather than within. And let me ask you this. When they looking for this approval from the world, right? Mike, what's poppin', homie? Mike, yeah, we gotta get together so you can do the logos for me. I ain't forget you, homie. Yeah, but you know what? It's a lot of people that they had a confidence, and they still allow someone else to rattle them with the slightest. Some people have low self-esteem and get offended over the simple things, over validation. Yeah, I totally agree. What you think is a good solution to what would you tell someone that allows someone to rattle their peace looking for validation? What would you tell them is a better way to handle that, so they're not always flying off the handle? So they something they can use, a remedy they can work on it. Mm. 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 Point blank period. He said, follow God. Pretty much in a nutshell. You know what I'm saying? If you got a relationship with God, you know what? Every time your peace gets rattled or you veer off to the left or the right, God will give you a reminder to stand sturdy and stand solid and reel yourself back in. Yeah, I try to meditate. I've been falling off on meditation. I'll be meditating in the morning. I come downstairs and I sit right there for a minute, you know what I mean, in the dark. You know what I mean? Then I read the Bible, but I've been falling off my meditation though. Get away from the negative people. Yo, you know what's so crazy? You say get away from negative people, right? But some people don't even realize the people they're around be negative. And it be the people it be the people that they swear that they be their friends. They be so negative and they be around them so much they don't even see the harm that they causing them. Because they always talking something negative. They always saying something that's bringing you down, something they going through. They don't know that all they do is talk negative all day. They just pulling your spirit down with them. Yeah, got it. Yo, he's the answer. Because like I said, at the end of the day, when you build that relationship with God, it'll remind you to not veer so much to the left. Because your thought and your relationship with God will remind you that you have to reel it in. You have to balance yourself out. You'll catch yourself. Like, yeah, I was just, you'll get your feet up underneath you. A lot of people be saying they have a relationship with God just for conversation, and they don't really be having one with him. You know what I'm saying? Because their actions show it. You see people fly off the handle in a heartbeat, and they'll be telling you that, they got a relationship with God, but I don't knock nobody in their own relationship because everybody got to have their own special relationship with the big homie. You know what I'm saying? Everybody believe in something different. Oh yeah, he will humble you in a minute. Trials and tribulations will humble you in a minute. I tell my 20-year-old nephew that all the time. Get away from people who are constantly talking about others, because anyone talking about others could be talking about you. Yeah, they backstabbers. Yeah, they kill me with that. I deal with that a lot, you know what I mean? But I have learned to be my own friend, be by myself, right? Because a lot of times the people that I had around me personally wasn't growing in the direction that I was going. You know what I'm saying? So it was like we was bumping heads because of the conversation that they were saying was like driving me crazy. I don't want to hear that all the time. But it wasn't really them. It's just that God had me going down another path. So anything they did that was negative or anything they said that, that wasn't in the way that I was going, it was just like irk me. It was just like put a flame under me. So I had to cut some of my closest friends off, man. So some of the people that I would look at like family, I had to stop dealing with them. And it really dampened, my spirit for a minute. But I had to understand that I was doing it for me. And not only that I was doing it for me, I was doing it for my babies and my wife and my moms, you know what I'm saying? Because they get to see me flourish. So a lot of people don't understand that when you get in control of your peace, the people that you care for the most win. Because they see the peace and they see that you're moving differently. They pick up from that. And they don't even be doing anything to try to disturb your peace anymore because they want some of that peace that you have. Yeah, you've been up there for what, like 3 months now? How long you been up? How long you been up? How long you been in Michigan? I think you've been doing like 3 months, right? Y'all like when I do the live better like this? Or was y'all like in them pre-recorded episodes when I cook, talk, and then post? What was the better look? The live when we just chopping it up, or the cooking before and just post the 30-minute episode? Rick said live. What you think, Dom? That's one for the live. Thanks for the share, man. All right, I might keep going live then. I gotta go too because I ain't even eat yet. I went to the store, got this sub sandwich, put it in the refrigerator because I was like, yo, I gotta go live. My people need me. People need this word. And I'll be looking for positive feedback myself, man, because it's therapeutic to me. So it's like I like to bounce it back and forth. I don't like to just push out the information, you know what I mean? Because I know I'm not Mr. Know-It-All, but I like to share whatever I be going through or whatever I be thinking. So make sure that I can help somebody because I just see too many people that be too rattled. And hopefully this will remind somebody that their peace is very important, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially for yourself and for your family. Especially those fathers out there who's trying their best to be in their kids' life, and those husbands out there that's trying to be the best husband they could be at home, and you know what I mean, and trying to be the best leader all around, man. They need sometimes you could do either. You're getting the message out at the end of the day. It's about the message. Facts. I'm gonna have in a few weeks, I'm thinking about having a barbecue joint, right? And invite about 12 people. And we sit down at a panel and just eat and chop it up, man. Have a real live conversation. Like three women, 3 men. And we sit down and just bust it up, you know what I mean? It ain't so much about the food, but I know, the aesthetics, they bring people out. We sit down, chop it up, we talk. And what better way to digest your food than over a beautiful conversation, you know what I mean, amongst some positive adults, pushing the needle up, man, because at the end of the day, the youth need that. Those up under us, they need to see something different. They need to see, they need to hear it too. Because I always say this, your parents will beat some stuff in your head and you won't listen. But somebody on the outside will say the same thing your parents been saying and you'll listen to them. You know what I mean? So, but this is what I'm about to do. I'm about to end this with a prayer. And thank y'all for all tuning in. Next Tuesday, 8:30, Praise and Blessings, the podcast will return. The audio book is coming soon. I've been working on these Prayers and Blessings hats that's coming out. I took the shirts off the table because I'm known for my hats, and I got some good flavors of hats coming out. Atlanta Live, that's working next month. They're working the 13th for this month. God has just been blessing me, continuously each and every day. And I'm going to stay prayed up and stay working. Let's say this prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you for another day. Thank you for another opportunity to speak to the masses. Thank those for tuning in. I thank you for giving me the strength and the courage to be able to show up each and every Tuesday with a new message and a new word. I ask you to watch over for those that are less fortunate. In your name's sake we pray. Amen. Yo. Thank y'all for tuning in. And remember, hug somebody and tell them you love them. And they just might hug you back and tell you they love you. I'm just saying. Holla at your boy. Yeah.